Good morning and welcome to today's legislative hearing to consider 14 bills related to a variety of national park issues. On today's agenda, we will hear about bills to establish new units in the national park system, including the Springfield Race Riot National Monument. We will also consider legislation to remove Robert E. Lee Memorial from the name of the Arlington House at Arlington National Cemetery. This legislation was introduced by Senator Tim Kaine and was partially inspired by a request from the descendants of General Lee and those who were enslaved at the Arlington House. We will also discuss the reauthorization and expansion of the National Park Foundation, an important partner of our national parks that leverages private funds to support the maintenance, restoration, and completion of signature projects at national parks across the country. I was proud to join Senators Portman and Daines to introduce this bill, and I look forward to hearing testimony on it today. I was also proud to introduce the Senate companion to a House bill introduced by our colleague Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett of the U.S. Virgin Islands. This bill would establish the St. Croix National Heritage Area on the island of St. Croix. I think it is important for us to work together to ensure the voice of our citizens in the territories are also heard. Finally, I'm looking forward to hearing testimony on S. 4784, the Katahdin Woods and Waters National Monument Access Act, which I introduced last month with my colleague, Senator Collins. This bill will allow specific parcels to be added to the Katahdin Woods and Waters National Monument from willing donors or sellers, improving access to the monument from the south and the Millinocket region. This new access will make it easier for visitors to enter the monument and will help towns like Millinocket and East Millinocket capture some of the economic opportunities from those visitors. Visitors will benefit because many services they are looking for, restaurants, hotels, retail shops, and more, already exist in the south and are not as readily available in the north where you currently enter the monument. A couple of things I would like to emphasize about this legislation. This bill expressly prohibits the use of eminent domain. I want to repeat that. The bill expressly prohibits the use of eminent domain. Nothing is taken away, only given. That means land will only be added to the monument if willing landowners sell or donate their land. Additionally, we have included language to explicitly protect the continued access for many important uses, including snowmobiling, hunting, fishing, and foraging for fiddleheads. I believe this is probably the first piece of federal legislation to mention fiddleheads. You probably don't even know what fiddleheads are, Mr. Daines.
I've never foraged for a fiddlehead.
Well, we're going to come to Maine and we'll teach you. Since I put out this bill, I've heard from groups that have additional concerns we want to address, specifically the use of ATVs and logging. Local ATV clubs have been working for years to build a connector trail that crosses one of the parcels that is covered by the legislation. My intention is for this bill to maintain existing uses and access, and when we consider the bill at markup, I'll make sure language is included to protect ATV access to this trail. I've also heard concerns about making sure that logging trucks can still travel safely and efficiently through these parcels. This is important because as we grow the recreation economy, we must also make sure that traditional forest products sector continues to function unimpeded and continue to promote a more diversified forest product sector in the region. Currently, logging trucks travel through the monument, and the Park Service has worked with stakeholders in the region to make sure there's appropriate signage. And on the website, it says, logging trucks always have the right-of-way. I'm confident we can make clarifications and amendments that will fully retain current access while improving safety and supporting the forest